guys. Hey, I'm out here getting ready for turkey season, and I'm pretty pumped for that. Got kids ready to go. Starts next Saturday. I'm kind of got a half-finished musky tackle box here, and almost more than I am for turkey season. I'm really excited for this musky season, and I thought, I started to get serious about musky here probably 3 or 4 years ago, and I've really started to acquire a lot of stuff. And man, just not that long ago, I only had, I'm looking up here at all my lures, but look, I only had just a few lures. So I thought, hey, why not put together a video of kind of the essentials I think you must have for musky fishing. And it's really not that hard to get into. You can start with just, a few basic things, and when you Google, musky fishing or tools for musky fishing, it's pretty daunting. Some of that stuff looks pretty expensive, but I'm here to tell you that's not the case. You don't have to buy the special pliers and the special tools and all of that. You do need those tools, but there's a better way. But without further ado, we'll get started here on kind of what you must have to start musky fishing. So number one is you've got to have a heavy rod. I've caught muskies on bass tackle, and it was fun, but I'd like to, try not to hit my lights here, I'd like to be able to horse that fish in if I need to. So we'll start with my rod. This is a Cabela's Predator Musky, and I think it's an 8.6. Yep, 8 6 inch, and this is a heavy action rod, okay? Lure weight 2 to 7 ounces, so it chucks my heavy weights my heavy lures for me just fine. You need a good long rod. Long rods help you in your figure eights when they come to the boat. They give you fighting power and leverage against that fish, and then they're not going to break under pressure. You get one at the edge of the boat and it hits. We've all seen the videos of guys snapping rods, and whether it's because of the user, because of the rod defect, I don't know, but I'd rather not be out there with a crappie rod trying to catch a whale. So good strong rod. I think I got this one on Cabela's. I want to say it was $139. This rod, it's also a Cabela's rod, a tourney trail, and it's in the musky series. When I got it was on sale for like 40 bucks, and I absolutely love it. It's a very, very light rod. It's an 8-foot heavy action. What I will say about it though is it does have the feel of kind of a medium heavy. So, but it works great. I've been muskies on it and done just fine with it. But moving down off the rod, we got to get into the reel, and you've got to have a good strong reel. Does it have to be a round reel? Absolutely not. There's some pretty expensive and pretty inexpensive bait casting style reels out there that I think are phenomenal. I grew up fishing on a can reel for muskies, or a round reel, so I thought, well, that'll be the first one I'll get. This is an Garcia Ambassador, and it's the 6600 C4. And this one's geared in 6.3 to 1, so it's a pretty fast reel. It allows me to really crank in, some of these bucktails and things like that in the summertime when we're really trying to move baits fast. And the only thing I did to it is I added a power handle to it. I didn't really like the fit of the regular handle, and it's just a double paddle like that. But for some reason, trying to crank fast, trying to crank bigger lures, this power handle it works a lot better for me. This reel, I feel, can be used pretty well all around. For casting or trolling, it does have the trolling or the clicker function on it, so you can float a chub on it. You can cast it for hours and hours and hours, and it's just a good sturdy reel. Moving into the reel, I have 80-pound Power Pro braid. You gotta have a good strong line. There's just no doubt about it. This Power Pro has been absolutely phenomenal for me. There's no wax, there's no coating like that on it, so it's just a good super braid. And like I said, you get a fish on this, it's not getting off. And then of course on the end of your line, we're hunting these fish, and they are some toothy critters, and they will. It doesn't matter if you have a 100-pound braid. Those teeth are sharp and they're like little razors, and they'll nick your line and they'll cut your line. So you gotta have a good leader. This one just happens to be a mono leader. I think it's 150 pound with good strong snap swivels on it, and then I've got the straight wire leaders right there as well. So good strong leader. So aside from that, good pole, strong pole, reel, line, leader. I'm not really going to get into all the lures. I would say, get a bucktail or two, get a topwater or two, maybe a glide bait, and maybe a big rubber bait, and that's maybe enough to get you started. And I think what I'll do is I'll put together kind of my top 5 or my essential lures video for you guys, so you can kind of see where I started and things like that. So we've got what we need to fight these fish in. Now we've got them to the boat. We got to get them in the boat, we've got to safely care for these fish. So you're gonna need a big net. The first couple muskies I caught, when I was just getting serious about it, I thought, I'll get them to the side of the boat. They'll be tired out, and I'll just unhook them there. Maybe I won't take pictures. And I'm like, come on, the fisherman's saying he's not gonna take pictures. You're crazy. But I was able to get both of those into the boat with my bass net, and I have a larger bass net, but these were 36-inch fish. They barely fit in there, and I hoisted them up and set them on the deck. I probably didn't do them a lot of favors. Both fish survived, but there's a better way. And this is a Frabill. I think this thing is like 33 by 36 or something like that. Great big deep net. This net's got a weight on it, so you throw that basket in the water and that basket sinks. It allows you to get these fish and get them cradled in this net, and then you can keep them in the water. This net's deep enough I can hang it over the side of my boat. Fish stays in the water. Not doing any extra harm to these fish, and then I can get my tools and unhook this fish and get a release. You can pull them out of the water, take your quick picture, do a quick measurement, and they're back in the water and they're gone. So, as conservationists, as outdoorsmen, we gotta be paying attention and taking care of our resources, and that's just one way. Now, a net's going to cost you, I don't remember. I found this one, it was a steal. Basically found it at a garage sale. So, but they are going to cost you. I mean, you can get a decent net for probably $100. But if you're serious about musky fishing and you're serious about taking care of these fish, then you're going to have it. So as far as got a fish in the boat or a fish in the net, we've got to have some release tools. We've got just a few basic tools here. Right down with that. Definitely going to need some long pliers. Okay, you can pay some decent money for these on the musky sites, or specific for big fish or whatever. I got these at the hardware store. They're probably $10, but good long pliers keeps your hands away from them hooks. Those fish roll, they twist and turn, and they got a lot of treble hooks in their face. Well, you're gonna have a lot of treble hooks in your hands at one point or another if you're not using long pliers. I've got short pliers too. Another thing that is definitely essential is some wire cutters. Good, strong, sturdy, almost a bolt cutter. These aren't. These are just a nice little side cutter, but there are going to be times where it's just safer for the fish to just cut the hooks. And these hooks, they're not that expensive to replace if it means we're going to save a 50-inch fish here. Also good to have if by chance they do kind of twist and turn on you and you get some of these hooks in your hands. Sometimes it's easier to cut that hook instead of trying to pull these big barbs back through your hand. I've never had it happen to me, knock on wood, but I have seen it happen. We've all seen the videos of guys with big hooks in their hands, and it's just easier to cut them. And then a jaw spreader. Let's hold that fish if you need to. There are times where maybe we got to do a little bit of surgery or whatnot, and being able to hold their mouth open for ourselves is just safer for them at that time to be able to get deeper with our longer pliers and just get in there and safely remove these hooks. Other than that, as far as tools go, let's get a hook sharpener. And again, you can buy a hook sharpener specific to fishing, and they're fairly expensive. This one was like $5 at the hardware store, and it does exactly what I need to do. And just quick touch up these hooks and be ready to go. But good sharp hooks help us get a good hook set, and we're moving. So, like I said, as far as lures go, that's a huge market. You know, you're never gonna go wrong throwing a bucktail for muskies. Get a big bucktail, maybe a topwater glide bait, something like that. So, if you guys like this video, you want to see more like this, you know, hit the like button or comment down below. If you could subscribe for us, that'd be great. I'll keep bringing content as far as I can. Musky season, or I'm sorry, turkey season, like I said, starts next week. Kind of hoping we can wrap that up fast. I'm ready to get the boat out and get chasing these muskies. So either way, if you got any questions, you know, comment down below and we'll answer them down there. So stick with us here. We'll see you at All Outdoors.
Stay